Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Nur Reski. That's my full name. Everyone call me Iris. So, today in this video, I will explain the material about international legal disputes in the context of international law. But before that, I will discuss about what is international law. Okay, I will explain briefly about international law. International law is a set of rules and principles that have been established by international treaties, by the practice of states, and by the decision and legal interpretation of international institutions. Its purpose is to regulate the behavior of states in maintaining peace, managing conflict, promotion cooperation, and protecting human rights. So, that's a glimpse of the material about international law. So, let's move on to core material about international disputes. According to the International Court of Justice, an international dispute is a condition in which two states are in conflict and have a different views on the non-performance of obligations that have existed in a treaty. International disputes can be divided into two types. The first is political disputes. The second is legal disputes. So, why do international disputes happen? Okay, let me explain. There are 6 possible causes that can lead to international disputes. Number 1, if an agreement exists but one party fails to fulfill the term of the agreed international agreement, it will lead to a dispute. Next, if each country that agrees to the content of an agreement has a different interpretation of the agreement, leading to an international dispute. If one country tries to seize resources, whether natural or human, from another country without agreement, it leads to a struggle for resources, which in turn causes international dispute. If one country insults the dignity of another nation, and the insulted nation does not accept this, it will end up to the legal international dispute. The intervention of another party in the sovereignty of a country. Okay, that is the case of the international dispute. So, how can these disputes be resolved? There are 2 methods of resolution. Number 1 is peaceful or friendly settlement methods, like a negotiation, good offices, fact-finding, mediation, conciliation, arbitration, and judicial settlement. The second methods of violent international dispute resolution, like a war, restoration, reprisals, peaceful blockade, and intervention. We'll take one of the cases related to international dispute, namely the Sipadan and Ligitan Island dispute between Indonesia and Malaysia. Effort to resolve the dispute began in 1988 until 1997, when the two countries tried to resolve the issues through bilateral negotiation. However, these attempts failed to reach an agreement satisfactory to both parties. In Indonesia and Malaysia tried to make a breakthrough in the settlement of the Sipadan and Ligitan Island dispute by holding a series of intensive negotiations. Each country sent representative. Indonesia at the time appointed the Minister of State Secretary Mardiono as its representative in the negotiation. Meanwhile, Malaysian assigned its Deputy Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim to represent the country in the negotiation. Eventually, however, the efforts have not been able to reach a final agreement. There are still various. Indonesia submitted evidence that the island is part of the territory of the Republic Indonesia. The evidence include one, the existence of a lighthouse. Two, evidence that the 1891 Convention regulated the determination of boundaries on the island of Borneo between the Netherlands and the countries on the island of Borneo that were under British protectorate. Number three, Indonesia also claims that it has the right to the two islands on the basis of Indonesia being their to the Sultan of Bulungan, who had authority over Legitan Island and Sipadan Island. Number four, Indonesia also submitted evidence of effective occupation shown by the Netherlands and Indonesia as a basis for proving the existence of Indonesia authority over Legitan Island and Sipadan Island. Malaysian argument based on its claim to the two islands is based on their points, namely, number one, the right to the two islands is based on several transactions from the Sultan of Sulu to the British and finally Malaysia. Number two, Malaysia claims that Britain and the Malaysia have conducted continuous peaceful control since 1878. Even the Netherlands and then Indonesia have long abandoned to the two islands because based on international law. In its memorandum, Malaysia argues that the 1891 agreement does not support Indonesia claim in the ownership of the island of Sipadan and Legitan because the 1891 agreement only regulates the land boundaries in the Borneo region, not including the islands that are of the island of Borneo according to Malaysia. Yeah. So the final is International Court of Justice also rejected Indonesia argument about the 1891 convention because it only regulates the borders of Borneo and does not regulate the boundaries of territorial waters. In the 1891 convention, it's only 3 miles from the point of the coast where 3 miles does not react the island of Sipadan and Legitan of the 17 ICJ judge. 16 supported the decision and only one rejected. Selesai sudah materi kita pada video kali ini. Thank you so much. Jika ada banyak yang salah, mohon dimaafkan. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye guys.